This is Ben, and this is day 30 of JavaScript 30, and it's going to be this really fun whack-a-mole game. So you press the start button, and you play the game. It's only going to last for about 10 seconds, so let's see like what score I can get to. Oh man, 8. All right, sometimes I hit double digits, so let's see how this is working. First, I'm going to grab the DOM elements that I need, and then declare some variables that I'm going to use to control the game logic. To one of those DOM elements, the moles, I'll add to each mole and event listener. When on click, I'll invoke this function bonk. Taking a closer look at the functions, I first find one that will get me a random time, and that'll come in handy just a little bit later. Next, I wrote this function called random hole, and the first thing I need to do is randomly select a hole, which I'll do in 2 steps. So I'm going to save to a variable called index, and here we're going to just grab a random index. So we will use the math.random, and then we're going to multiply the length of the array of holes. So holes.array, nope, holes.length. Next I'm going to, I need to actually save the hole, so we'll say const hole is holes at that random index. There we go. So invoke the function again if the same hole is selected twice, and that's why I have this last hole variable saved up here. So I'm going to say if the hole we just selected is the same as the last hole, then just go ahead and run the function again. So say random hole, and we'll pass it the array of holes. Next I need to update that last hole variable, so I'll say the last hole is equal to the hole that we just selected, and then finally return the hole. So return hole. Next is peep. First thing I'm going to do is invoke both of my random functions, the time and the random hole. So I will say const hole is equal to random hole, and we'll pass again that array of holes. And then const time is equal to random time, and I'm going to pass this milliseconds. So we'll say between 1/5 of 1 second and 1 second, get me a random time. Next I'm going to add a class to the hole and make the mole appear. So I'm going to access that hole, get to its class list, and then add the class of up. And this took me a second to understand why we're doing that, but check this out. So you have all of these holes here, and then I'm going to randomly select one, say like hole 3. Well, by adding a class of up to this one particular hole, that's how I'm going to get this one particular mole to appear. Next, I'm going to remove the class from the hole and then keep the function running as long as there's time left. And I'm going to do this in a set timeout function. So I'll say set timeout, and we'll go ahead and just get the structure of the function set up first. I do this because sometimes I don't know where to put the time at the end here. And that time is going to refer to whatever random time that we got selected. So now I'm going to remove the class. So we'll say whole.classlist.remove. That's not right. Up. And then as long as is, what is it? Time up? Yeah, time up. So as long as time up is true, and just keep running the function. And time up is part of my game logic, so it's automatically set to false, which I have here in the start game function. Start game is what is invoked when you press that button, and we're obviously going to start you with a score of 0 and then display that 0 onto the screen. Then I'm going to use set timeout one more time, but this time I'm going to set it to 10 seconds. You can set it to whatever time you feel like. And during that 10 seconds, time up is going to evaluate to true. So that's why if we go to this if statement in this set timeout function, we're just going to keep invoking peep as long as time up is equal to true. The last function to cover is bonk, and I'm going to first check that you actually clicked with the mouse, and if that is the case, go ahead and increment your score. Then we're also going to access that hole and remove the class of up, and finally display your score on the screen. So let's see if everything is working. We'll go here. I got 8 last time. Let's see if I can beat that. 1. Oh no! I started getting lost in thought there. 4. Come on, come on. Oh no! 7. Well, I'm sure you can do better than me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.